Hi everybody, it's Nadia here, and I thought I'd just bring to you a chit chatty get ready with me. There's things that's been going off that I just thought I'd update you on, and for you to get to know me a little bit better. So I am going to get ready, obviously. I'll just name the products as I'm putting them on. The thing is it's been really difficult lately. I am feeling so low is the word. It's one of them feelings that you can't explain to people. You know, my mood's gone from like average, and it's like a normal person is like up here. Mine's here on a normal level, but on quite a regular basis it's more like down here. So yeah, I've been struggling. I'll just tell you what I'm going to use first. So this is the Revlon Photo Primer that I am loving. So I'm just gonna mush it. So yeah, I've been low because, and I haven't mentioned it because this is really the first video that I felt comfortable enough to speak about it to you guys. Basically, I had to have my dog tomorrow put down. She became very poorly very quickly. My number 7, so this is just all my basic stuff that I normally use. So yeah, because I didn't want to get emotional, this is why I've left it this amount of time. So yeah, she became very poorly very quickly. She's always been sleep at the side of me dog anyway, because she just is, or was, sorry. And I'm just putting on some REVITA lash that don't work, but I want to use it up. So she became more lethargic. She spent more time in my bed, and I noticed it on a Monday. I said to my carers, because obviously know if you watch me regularly I've got carers, and she was like, she didn't even get up and bark when my carer came. She didn't jump about. If you've watched one of my videos where this background's in it, she barks when the postman comes. She didn't even bother. And I was like, there's something not right with her. Now, everybody that's got animals will understand why I'm saying you know your animals, because you do. And I'm just going to put some MAC balm on. And she just wasn't a normal self. So obviously she was still eating, she was still drinking. I'm using the KIKO 3D lifting foundation because I've been away, and this I had to take this out my declutter box because it was the wrong shade. It's the only shade that actually suits me. Was because she was eating and because she was doing a normal self, except for the fact that she was not moving when anybody came. It was like, I'll give her another day and make sure that she is okay. I don't regret it at all. People might think that, well, why? And the reason why is because my daughter doesn't like didn't like Mara in the room. But when I said I was taking her to the vets, see, perfect match. She was like, I wanted to sleep with me. I says, that's fine. Because normally at night time she's put in the living room. So I made the appointments with the vets and using the Mac for my console. Oh, itchy nose. And I booked the appointment, and I was like, they're just gonna run tests, they might keep her in overnight, and you know, the usual things that you say to yourself. And basically we got to the vets, they was like, well, we can't feel anything, but we're going to draw some bloods, so she might have like a shaven patch. I was like, that's perfectly fine, you know. They came back and I was like, they got Mara with her, so they obviously wasn't going to keep her in. And they said that she had kidney failure, and I was like, absolutely gutted. Gutted, it just isn't the word for it. I was just so like, what? They were basically saying that she's so poorly that I'm just getting a concealer, and I'm going to use, I want to try this Freedom palette and see how that looks. Oh, that's way too light. This shade here, this is what suits me at the minute. They took me into the room and they turned around and said that, you know, she's a poorly girl. And I was like, okay then, what happens now? And they turned around and said that basically, I says, can we take her home? And they went, if there is not any pain medication that they can actually give her, to even come home for one night, he is in so much pain. I'm using the number 7 for more concealer because this is very light coverage, that other one was. So I was like, okay, like, basically I hadn't told my eldest daughter that I was even taking her to the vets because she's in Newquay. Obviously my youngest daughter knew, and I had to basically on the spot say, yes, she's going to have to be put down. And however heartbreaking it was, I was fine until they said that she couldn't come home and I couldn't have that last day with her. It was so heartbreaking. I'm just putting a bit more of this concealer on because that looks really light now. It was so heartbreaking to know that I'm the one that should have took her earlier and I didn't. And they were like, you don't know until your dog gives you them signs, and if they don't give you them signs, you know, the only time you can tell is when you notice the difference. You know, if she was eating normally, then how are you going to know that there's something wrong? And she was drinking, and she wasn't drinking any more than normal. She wasn't eating any more than normal. It was all normal. The dog was normal. The only thing was she wasn't barking anymore. And that was the only sign. but as a pet owner, you always blame yourself. So obviously I had to, it wasn't fair to leave her in that state. It really wasn't. I'm going in the MERCIA powder, and I was like, I'm still gutted. I'm still gutted. This was about 3 months ago, I want to say. So this is why I didn't rush out and come and tell you guys, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to say anything. And obviously, because videos that I have to pre-record, I look like a ghost now, that I have to pre-record, it would sound weird because she's barking in them. And obviously I cut a lot out, but, and then just taking the red mints on the brush just under my eyes. I just couldn't, yeah, come and turn around and say, I'm doing da-da, and then put the other videos out. I just really didn't think it was fair. And I wasn't ready as well. So for me, I was just like, she was put down literally about a minute later. My youngest rang me and she was like, so what's going off with her? Is she coming home? Blah blah blah. Happy as Larry. And I went, had to tell her over the phone, because I'm not a lying mother. My kids have been told the truth about anything that they've asked me. I am not a liar, and I don't like putting up with liars. You know, there's things that you can lie about, white lies, like I've only got 20 quid in the bank when you know you haven't, but you know your daughter's gonna want it. That sort of white lie, because I know I've got bills to pay. They're fine. It's when, like, if she should have rang me up and I'd have gone, no, I'll speak to you when I get. She'd have been in hysterics all day. And so I told her, obviously she was in hysterics. Her work let her come home, and she was like, why didn't you just bring her home? I was like, because it's not fair. It's not fair on her. She was in pain. It's not fair. It's not like a dog can tell you this hurts, that hurts, you know. With the Revolution Renaissance Glow, which has got the contouring, now I'm going in with the KIKO 01 bronzer. Whether I'm a bad person, which I'm not a bad person. I'm now taking Le Blush in the 120 from L'Oreal Paris. This is why the things were put in place, so that the girls were so young when I became ill. The care was put into place so they wasn't actually having to do everything. And it's like, now that they're adults, they should do it. And I'm like, but they're working full time. You know, she goes out at 9 o'clock in the morning, don't get home till 9 o'clock at night. By that point, I'm just, so, you know, and having to wait to have a shower is just ridiculous. And if you know me, it's like, I really can't explain. My life is so, yeah. I'm going to be using the Dandelion Twinkle for my highlight. So I was just like, it is not down to my girls to do anything. Obviously one's in Nuki, so she can't do anything anyway. I haven't used this before either. I just don't find it fair the way that they treat people that need help. You know, alright, I can sit here and put makeup on, but this video will literally be like 2 hours long. And obviously because I pre-film, I edit 1 or 2 videos, put them to be put on their times to put out, but that's it, and then I sleep. You know, I edit on a good day and I film on a good day, so, and then it's like, oh, apparently because I want something extra doing, I've got to get rid of my disability card. My disability card is the only thing that gets me out my house. The only thing. And if I'm having a bad time, can you imagine trying to jump in a taxi and go, drive me around? Where do you want to go? Nowhere, just drive me around while I have a crying session in your car. That doesn't work. And they sell your car. No, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. It's not as easy as you think it is. So I've had such a bad time with this kit, the social services and the care companies. I'm now going to go into the Sephora palette, priming my eyes with the Essence Eye Primer. And then I'm going to take this neutral shade here, just to go over the top of the thingy to blend, so everything blends smoothly. So I'm going to go into this sort of shade here, so I'm mixing this brown and that pink. Put in my crease. As you can imagine, everything's been upside down, topsy-turvy, and I just, you know, sometimes when you just feel like it's all happening at once, that's what it feels like. Everything's been happening at once. And it hasn't, but it has. This year has been so hard. I can't tell you how hard it's been. You know, my daughter's turned round and said, you know, Mum, you've been in this house. Obviously I've been on holiday, so when we came back off holiday, I been out of this house for 3.5 weeks, and I text one of my friends. I was like, are you about? And no answer, because she's got fibromyalgia as well, and she has a different moment. It's like me, like you read a text and then don't forget to answer it, and that's part of fibro. I call it fibro because it's fibromyalgia and it's really long to say. And I don't know, you just get to the point where it's like, I've been stuck in this house. What do I do with myself? I get up in my bed, I make myself a cup of tea, I sit back down and I'll have a couple of cups of teas, maybe 3, in a space of not long. And I mean in the space of not long. Just basically, that's my life. That's my life. And, you know, if I get hungry, I'll have a can of soup. I'll have bread and sandwich bread. Or you have peanut butter. Not often do I have a lot of fresh stuff in, because that means I've got to go out. And obviously my daughter brings a lot of fresh stuff in, so milk and things like that she brings home. I quite like that colour together. Then I'm going to take this colour here. I'm going to pack it on first because I don't know if there's going to be fallout. So, oh, that's pretty. So yeah, she will bring in milk, bread, butter if we run out, but generally we don't fresh cooking because I can't stand there and do it. You know, obviously when the kids were growing up I did, but now A, I'm older, B, my conditions have got worse, and C, I haven't got any energy. And when the social are saying, but you need to be doing something, I'm like, just sitting here talking to you guys, I'm in so much pain, but I'm not passing it off as I'm in so much pain, because I'm not going, ow, ow, ow. When I get up, I'll look like an idiot, because I do. Thinking that I'm going to go into this here and put it on my inner part of my eyes. That looks green. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to have to put it on the other eye though, because otherwise it's going to look silly. Because I've been using this palette quite a bit. Not quite a bit, the many times that I've done looks. So it hasn't been a ball, hasn't been a blast. I'm going to do my eyebrows and I use the KIKO one. I'm going to do these off camera and my mascara. I'm going to also put in this silver on from Essence in my waterline, and then I will be back. So I'm back and I am just going to use the Essence Insta Matte to stop some of this powder, basically. There. So I'm going in with the Colourpop Ultra Satin lipstick in Dopey. So I know this will be a long-winded video and I do apologise, but obviously I wanted to inform you about the dog and the situation with me. Although health isn't a nice thing to talk about, and you know, I've not just got one thing, I've got quite a few things wrong with me, and depression is sky high, my anxiety is sky high. Talking to you guys, and I know it's through a camera, but it's nice, and I feel like, you know, coming with just get readies with me and but showing you the entire process, this has actually been nice to be able to talk about normal things that goes off in people's lives. It's just a nice feeling, not being funny, but because of my disability, having the outlet to actually come to you guys in a video form just means that although I'm sat here talking to myself, I feel like the people that watch me will get to know a little bit more about me. It's just a hard one, it really is, and it's not like I've got a massive followers that I can, big enough, not massive I should say, big enough following to ask for people to ask questions. So guys, if you want to know anything or you want a Q&A and I sort of take it off the top of my head, top of my head? Top of my head? If I just come to you and go like, well, I've got 2 kids, so many cats, this, that. Is that what you would like? Because I think that would be a good idea, and not necessarily just getting ready as well, because I'm still concentrating on getting ready. So it's like stop, start. I've got to sort of remember where I last left off, and sometimes I can go on a tangent or I forgot what I was going to say because I've had to stop to put something on. So if you want a Q&A, please let me know in the description boxes. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.